Good afternoon. It is Saturday, April 27th. I got up today, I had some leftovers, got things sorted out, and began a little bit of video game playing. I recorded 2 hours of basically 4 episodes of Diablo 2, which covers, the idea being, I want to play about, record about an hour a week. I missed last weekend, so I made up for that and got the base level that I needed for this weekend to not fall further behind from when I started doing the whole schedule-y bit thing. Trying to fill things out on a calendar. So, I have that, and basically have all but finished Act 2. Basically, some talking to folks around town, but I've, beaten the boss of that act and all that. So, done. Convert those, can upload those, all that kind of fun stuff. But, yeah. So, got a little video game work in so far. And I think I stopped just in time, because the mowers are now right outside, and you'd be picking up the audio. If I were in the middle of recording an episode, I would just keep going. But, obviously I prefer not having that background noise if I can avoid it. Not really sure what else I'm getting done today, but knew I wanted to at least do that to catch up because with the bones last weekend I'd fallen behind. I'm like, let's try and make up for that, and I did. So at least that's been done. And so while the files were converting, I decided to clean the kitchen. I just got to keep that up probably a little more regularly now that it's starting to get warm out. Seen a few gnats over the last week or two. Nothing so terrible as last year, but even seeing a couple is enough to concern me, like, oh no. But I got some bleach yesterday. I'll bleach the drains at some point here soon. But all the videos finished converting. I figure I'll set those all to upload. Keep pushing that channel ahead and start really utilizing the calendar, because at this point I'm now using it where it is the way that I'm going to be able to keep track of where I'm missing videos, because I am uploading whatever I have rather than waiting until I can upload things in order. So yeah, that's another 4 videos to put up on the Jade Kind video gaming. Finished up the leftovers for lunch, so now I'm all just onto new food. I've been doing a bit of editing, and saw another gnat. So I got the bleach here, and woohoo! Down the drain. Probably should be a little more careful, as I did just splash my hand with 50% bleach. So a little more careful. But I'll be doing this to each of the drains throughout the house. And now my house smells like a swimming pool for like 5 minutes. But it goes away pretty quick. And it was the solution that finally got rid of the gnats near the end of last year, was using that bleach. That's what we'd heard from the whatever bug exterminator guy as a recommendation. So my mindset this year is, at first sign, let's start with that before they get bad. Before they get to the... Basically, I've seen a few. This wouldn't normally bother me, but based on what happened last year, let's freak out and go chemical warfare from the beginning, just to make sure they don't they don't grow in number. Stomp them out while there's few of them, while we can still destroy them. Yeah, no. Because last year was bad. I lost control of my house, and I did not like that. So, let's try and... the goal is to avoid that this year. And absolutely using chemical warfare to do so. And I spent a few hours on Discord with my buddies. A couple of them personally just trying to poke around for some of the ideas, figure out what maybe they're planning in the D&D game, so maybe I can try and prepare for a few things ahead of time. I've directly killed 2 gnats today, and I know there is at least one more that is flying around. So I feel like I might... Maybe I'm just like a downer, depressed kind of individual, but I'm just worried that I'm going to have another... That this is the start of another war against the gnats this year. I know a little more than I did last year, so I have a... Maybe I'll fare a little better in it, but I would just rather not have to deal with it. Anyways. It's not terrible right now. It's just bad enough to start being scary. Like, is this gonna get bad? I'm thinking, what do I want to do for dinner? I got all this stuff now. Some stuff I'm gonna save, kind of use for fried rice, which I guess the hope is to do that tomorrow. I'm thinking, well, what do I want to do? Well, I got a few different cheeses. Hopefully, at least one of those is still good. And Mom gave me bread that she's all like, "Oh yeah, this is new bread. It's fine." Now it says best by April 23rd on the little tag, but she said it was brand new bread. It should be fine. So, assuming those are both good, I'm just probably gonna, at least for right now, just have some grilled cheese. I don't have any tomato soup to go with it, but you know what? It's still tasty. So let's see if I can make some grilled cheese. The bread Mom had gotten is bigger than the bread I would usually get. Doesn't quite fit the same. And because the pan wasn't quite the right size for how big the bread was, it wasn't quite even in the toasting. But, well, the cheese melted. At least the bread and cheese were not moldy. It's food. And that actually wasn't very good. I think maybe I just don't like... The cheese was Colby Jack, which I don't usually buy. I'll usually either get like a sharp cheddar, because that's got a nice powerful flavor, or like pepper jack. Have a nice kick to it. So I think I just didn't like the cheese. But either way, it used up 2 things that are not going to last very much longer before going bad, and I'm full. So it did at least succeed at being dinner. Otherwise, it's only 9, but I am tired. I woke up like at my normal time today, but I'd fallen asleep a bit late last night, so didn't really get a full night's sleep. I'm gonna head to bed now to make sure that at least tonight I do. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues.